Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sire, and as you guys can see, this is my 2005 CBR600rr. This is gonna be a few videos of a series of rebuilding this bike that unfortunately I got into an accident with. I'm good, but as you guys can see, the bike took quite a bit of damage, so we're gonna be replacing all the parts that got damaged. And since we're gonna be replacing the broken parts, I might as well take the time in and add a few better parts, make the bike a little bit better than what it was before. And in this video specifically, we're just gonna be removing the broken parts, removing the fairings and stuff like that, prepping it out for when the parts come in. So let's see how it goes. Hope you guys enjoy.
Alright, well, here's a quick summary on everything that I've done so far with the bike. As you guys can see, a bunch of pieces just absolutely everywhere. I just took out the fascia. As you guys can see, this thing was pretty messed up, and the whole front pretty much. Now it's just to figure out exactly if it's the forks that are unaligned or if I'm just gonna end up having to get new forks. I would say that I think they are blown. I'm not sure if that's just dirtiness or what more, so I'm gonna clean that out and see if it's just dirtiness on the forks, or if maybe I need new forks, period. But I'm about to take out the front nut and just try to align it and maybe take it on a spin, see how it reacts and whatnot. But yeah, so these are all the pieces right here. I think I'm gonna end up reusing my mud guard for the front because of the new fairings that are coming in. I think I'm gonna prefer having a black mud guard, so I'm definitely probably gonna be reusing that. Then on this side, let me actually put this back. On this side, I've already taken out the rear set because this is the condition on those bolts. Let me see if I can focus it up for you guys. There we go. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's, yeah, right there. It's completely bent. And the other one too, right there. So that pretty much makes the rear set on my bike uneven and a little bit bent like this. So I'm gonna be replacing that. I already took out the battery, so we will be replacing the back fairings, tank fairings. We're gonna get into the air box, remove that, get to the spark plugs, replace those, and yeah, we got quite a little bit of work going on right now. V2 coming out soon. Oh, also, other things that I need is a new, what's it called, clutch lever stock, I guess, because this one, for some reason, the bolt back here, let me see if I can focus it out for you guys. Yeah, this bolt right here pretty much stripped the inside of the stock thingy, so it just pretty much just flops around when it's actually fully tightened up, or I can't really tighten up as much. All right, so more progress. Let's see, first of all, something that I wanted to show you guys because I had to look this up. So pretty much the way in which you remove the mud guard from the front of the wheel pretty much is that there's two bolts on each side of the fork, one here, and if you look at this side, is one there and one there. There's two holes on each side right there, and same for the other side right there. But then there's two more back here, and then the other two back there, and the front two this one and this one are actually what keep this part of your brake lines in place, here and right there. And the way in which you remove them pretty much is I believe is an 8mm nut. You have to unscrew from this side, and that way you unscrew it, this thing can pop off from that side. Same thing with the other side. You unscrew it from here, boom, and it goes off, and that's how you remove that pretty much. Now, on how to remove the tank, I've already kind of got started with it. So pretty much is 2 bolts up here. Don't worry about that, that's gonna get cleaned. So yeah, 2 bolts up there, 2 bolts right here, and then there's this side fairings right here that you would typically see like this pretty much. So there's a bolt right there that needs to be removed. These things are pull tabs, so you just pretty much have to remove this plastic clip. I forgot what they're called. It's this one right here where you pretty much just push it and it just comes out. And as soon as that comes out, you can just kind of like push it forward, and you see the inserts right there where the clips would go. So you just push it forward and this thing pops off. And then there's a push tab right there that you just kind of just pry off, and that's how this thing just comes off. Same exact thing, but on the other side, same complete exact thing. And then from there, you just literally just, oh, and also to remove the cover tank, there are 2 more bolts right here and right there. So those two. I don't think you have to remove those things necessarily in order to remove the tank, but since I'm removing everything, might as well. But yeah, from there, you just kind of like pry it off, and the whole cover comes out. So you can remove this, put it aside, do whatever you want with it. If you want to keep it, put it on the wall or something like that, and then boom, you have access to the fuel tank, the air box, and deep below you have access to the fuel rail and the spark plugs, which are underneath the air box, if I'm correct. All right, well, on to the next. All right, so while I'm at it, I might as well explain this too real quick. So these are your headlights, or at least headlight housings. They go up there with the actual headlight housing bracket. And as you guys can see, this one got damaged, so I have a new one coming up soon. So obviously I have to replace this because that got damaged. So pretty much, as you guys can see, there's a bunch of wiring going on there that go into the headlights, and I want to explain this real quick because it took me a minute to figure it out, but it's actually not that bad. So first, electrical wire, which is this one, is the middle headlight lamp, the one that's usually in here, that's up here in the front. Pretty much, like I said, you just kind of like twist it. You guys can see there's couple brackets or like a little slot to put it in, and that's where you twist it and just pull it off. And from there, there's like a little black box pretty much that goes right here in the middle. These 2 holes right over here, let's focus, yeah. These 2 holes right over here are where they mount. And let me show you guys the box real quick. This one. So this is the box. It pretty much would go like this inside of the headlight housing, and you can either unscrew these 2 bolts in the middle. Focus, please. You can either unscrew the 2 bolts right here in the center, or you can do the outer ones. I believe the outer ones is easier because they have bolts and nuts at the end, so it's a little bit easier to remove. So that's how you remove that. And then you have the two electricals that go into the headlight bulbs, pretty much, one on the side and one on the other. Then you disconnect those, and then you have the turn signal one's on that side, and mine's up here currently, but it should be on this side, on both sides. And once you remove those electricals, you are pretty much good and set to go to remove that thing. So whenever you're putting it back together, I'll make a video because I bought this headlight housing, and I believe a few other things, but those two are the main ones that I bought. And I'll be installing them. I'll pretty much show how everything is mounted down here and how to put that thing back over here. So let me explain the situation. This is my tank, as you guys can see. So the way in which you remove this thing, apart from the cover, is there's two bolts on each side right here, which I kind of have like an angle right now so it can stay like this, but this would usually just move down and go in here. You remove that bolt, this thing is good. Same thing over here, right here, but right there. And then there's two more right there and right there, which connect to these two bottom ones right over here. And as soon as you take those out, this thing can go up. Now, this thing cannot fully go up because obviously it being the fuel tank has a lot of fuel hoses that go from the tank to the actual engine that you guys can see right over there. And so just to give you guys a better look, those are the fuel hoses that go down into the injectors and stuff like that. That's the fuel rope from my understanding. And little issue. So as you guys can see, I need to replace my throttle cables because my throttle gets stuck as soon as I hit it. Obviously it being throttle cable issue right over here that I need to replace. But to replace it, obviously I need to replace it from here and from the throttle body. Now you would say, where is the throttle body, right? Well, that being the air box, the throttle body is somewhere down there. So I'm gonna have to probably move this aside or empty and remove it, and then remove the air box so I can get to the throttle cables. But I'm gonna do that once I get the actual throttle cable that I ordered. Probably not gonna do it now because I don't have enough space for it and I still need to clean up. But yeah, that is the current situation. All right, so next update, as you guys can see, I removed my tailpiece. Quite an easy piece to remove, I would say. As you guys can see, I'm gonna just simulate it real quick. Two bolts up here. Those are the ones that are also connected to those two right over there. So those two take care of that. Then there's 4 bolts, one here, one here, one there, and one there. All right here. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and that's 4. We'll zoom out so you guys can see. And yeah, from there, if you guys haven't removed those already, then there's 2 tabs right over there, but that's, you have to remove those. I believe you need to remove this anyway, so those 2 are that. And from there, yeah, the tailpiece is pretty much out. Now mine came with an LED piece in the back. I'm not sure exactly if it's the same for every other 05 CBR, but this is what I had in the back. It's my brake light pretty much. So you just pretty much disconnect this from this piece right there, and there's 2 bolts right there and right there. Let me put this back, and if you look at the tail piece right in here, one there and one there. That's how you remove that piece over there. And from there, yeah, the tail piece is out. So that's all of the fairings on the bike. This is pretty much what she looks like. Now It's just a matter of waiting for the parts to come in. And as soon as the parts come in, I'm gonna be able to put the new headlight lamps on here with the new bracket, because this bracket is broken, as you guys can see. Let me see, obviously throttle cable, the new clutch lever, stock. Might potentially new grips, because I hate the way that this one feels. They're old, and this one over here is also broken, so I might as well just do new ones. And just to show you guys what I mean by the throttle cable being stuck, you see, it doesn't come back. It does, but like it gets stuck pretty much, and that could be a very big hazard on this thing. But apart from that, bike is pretty much naked. Some other things that I was planning on doing is hypothetically do a new radiator, because I mean I'm here already, so why not? And because I was gonna do a full coolant flush on the system, like I said, I might as well just add a new radiator. I'll see how much that costs, and we'll add it to the top to the total. Maybe if I don't do the radiator, I'm definitely gonna do a coolant flush on the entire system, because it's summertime, and you know, might as well let this thing run a little bit cooler. I might definitely will have to be getting new brake lines. This one, as you guys can see, has been chipping off the protective layer, so now it's just bare thingy. And from there, it's just a whole bunch of cleaning. A whole lot of cleaning going on, especially with this one. But yeah, new air filter, we'll be getting that soon. New spark plugs, we'll be getting those soon. I don't know if I want to do new injectors. The ones that I have right now are totally fine, but I might just go clean them, worst case scenario. And yeah, apart from that, that's the bike, pretty much. Ain't much going on about it. The 2 new bolts coming in soon for the rear set. We'll be getting new rear tire, because this one, as you guys can see, it's going out already. And yeah, like I said, this is the bike pretty much. So if you have any questions, definitely let me know. I'm in the middle of building this thing, so we'll definitely be on and responding to any questions you guys have. And from there, yeah, we'll see how this thing goes. Bye.